Hi guys, Mark from Burton Bibles here, back again with a little quick video overview of a volume that I've had in my possession for quite a while now. It is the Personal Workers' Testament, which is a very small and very slim sized little handy volume. I was given it about 24 years ago from an old brother in my church, and it really has been very, very handy to me. So it's the Personal Workers' Testament. It's bound in some sort of I assume some sort of bonded leather or some sort of imitation leather. I can't find out much information about these. It is copyrighted from the 1960, so this particular book is 58 years old at the time of recording, and it's really quite interesting. It's marked out in a way in which all of the sort of verses to do with salvation and whatnot are all marked out with lettered indexes. All those references are in the back, and the letters are as follows. You get an alphabetical thing here, so you have A is for all are unsaved, C is for condition of sinners described, and so on and so forth, all to do with salvation, and are just examples of those references. And all of those total references are found in the back as well, so you can see L for the Lord Jesus, and you can look up all the references to do with that. So it's quite handy, but more importantly, the size is just really handy. If you're just going out and you want to grab a New Testament, doesn't come with the Psalms, although I believe you could get them with the Psalms. It would say "and the Psalms" on the front as well. I have seen those, but these are really handy. I think they were popular in the 60s, but you can see it's printed in the UK, in Great Britain. It says there by W.M. Collins, which still exists today, part of the HarperCollins big publishing conglomerate. So it's printed in Great Britain, but what I noticed on the front here was it was published for Christian Literature Crusade, 6 Pilgrim Street, London. And of course that may ring a bell with some of the UK people that maybe watch this channel. It didn't ring a bell immediately with me, because we know Christian Literature Crusade now as CLC. So CLC is an organisation that we have here. It's international now, but here in the UK we have CLC bookshops, and they're just known as Christian bookshops. But back in the day, CLC was a publisher, and still may well be a publisher, to be fair, and so it was interesting to see that this was published originally for CLC. There's about 180 bookshops across the world. They're in 57 countries now, so I'm reading, but they were founded in the 40s, the early 40s, in Colchester in England, originally known as the Evangelical Publishing House, but obviously through course and passage of time they became known as Christian Literature Crusade and CLC. Headquarters are based in Sheffield here in Yorkshire. So yeah, just thought I would share that with you. It's very nice. It's very readable. The font in here, as I'm holding it in front of the camera, it's way bigger than something like a Pitt Minion or the Pocket Reference Bible from Cambridge. I would say it's something in the order of a 7-point font, something like that. It's not quite as big and clear as the Cameo, for example, but it's probably on a par with the Personal Concord. Something like that. So it's really quite readable, and it's just dead handy. And to say that this book is nearly 60 years old, it's held up incredibly well, so there's a lot to be said for it. I don't know if something like this exists now. Obviously New Testament and Psalms exist for sure, but what I think you would find is that they will probably be slimmer and a lot longer, like a pocket diary, and I don't really like that. I prefer this nice book-sized size. Here it is in comparison to an A6 notebook. So you can see it's similar dimensions, just a little bit shorter than a A6 notebook. So yeah, I really like it. The paper is feels like it's thicker than India paper probably, but it's nice. It looks like it's Smith's Own. There you can make out the stitching, and it's really quite an interesting and useful little volume. So I would, if you ever see one of these, or you know, in a wherever you might come across them, or on eBay or something like that. I mean, obviously I wouldn't pay silly money for them, but there really are an interesting little volume, and it's just great if you're ever open air preaching, or if you're out and about and you just want to take the New Testament with you for reading. This will fit anywhere. It will fit in your pocket. It will fit in any pocket. It really is a cracking little book. So yeah, just thought I would bring that to your attention, and hopefully you found that interesting and enjoyable, and we'll catch you another time on another video. Okay, thanks, bye.